welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our tarot card reading for our celebrity Paul Rudd. This is a request from Zoe. So Zoe, thank you for your request at Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started in just a minute, but I want you to hit subscribe first so you don't miss anything here at Hangman Tarot. You're going to also click the bell. Once you do that, it'll make it so that you receive all the notifications here at Hangman Tarot. All right, we're going to get started. Don't mind my phone. It keeps going off. I'm going to ignore it and pretend it's not there. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So let's get into this. Paul Rudd, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, is probably the funniest, most good-looking comedian I've ever seen. He's a great actor. I believe he's a screenwriter too, but we're going to find out some more about him. If you have any requests, please leave a comment, or you can check out any of the links in the description box. That's my social media. Go check it out and get a hold of me there. All right, let's get into this. Paul Stephen Rudd is an American actor. He studied theater at the University of Kansas and the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. Before his acting debut in 91, he received a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame July 2015. He was named as part of the Forbes Celebrity 100 in 2019. So he was born in April on the 6th day, 1969. He's 53. He ages like a fine wine. I don't even drink. Okay, that's all I got to say. He is wonderful. That is wonderful. And he's 5'10". So you know what? Life can't be any worse or any better. No, not for that man. And he's happily married. Great. 2 kids? Girl, come on. Okay, he's doing great. All right, so he's a Hollywood comedian. Again, he's an actor. We are going to get into his astrology, get into his birth chart, and get into the stuff. He was born in New Jersey, United States at 10 or 11:40 a.m. actually. You all probably know him from Buffy. He played Buffy's vampire, or he played Buffy's boyfriend and later a husband for a final 2 seasons. So that was kind of like the first entrance. And he appeared in an early 90s NBC drama Sisters as the eventual husband of Ashley Judd, who is gorgeous, honey. He's an anchor man to The Legend Continues. Perks of Being a Wallflower, and you all know him from Clueless, of course, and 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, you name it, this guy was in it. All right, he's an Aries. That doesn't surprise me because I love a good Aries. I love me some Aries. Moon is a Sagittarius, though. You ready? Ascendant in Cancer, honey. Ascendant in Cancer. All right. Let me write down this timestamp and we'll start ASAP. Sorry, I'm kind of slothy. My little ferret was at the vet and he had surgery on his tail and I just got him home. So I'm still kind of like from that. Poor little guy. He's doing good and he's A-okay. He just had a mass and they took it off. Scary, and I'm glad it's over. All right. Let's get into his reading. Okay. All right, first up, you know the drill. We're going to do the Oracle card reading first. It's just a couple cards kind of going over the, the beginnings or that fine energy that's that first layer. And then we'll kind of melt it into the tarot reading as well as confirm his current energy. So just kind of getting into this Paul Rudd's current energy, what it is that the universe allows us to know here. Kind of figuring things out here currently. All right. All right. So he's probably got a lot going on. It's just like there's a load that he's trying to have, carrying it. It's almost like so painful. He's bearing over. He could even have back pain. I'm just feeling like maybe he could, it's just like a lot of stuff weighing heavy on him. And in these moments when we're feeling as if like the load couldn't get any heavier and we could not, get up this a hill quick enough when we can't even move hardly. We definitely feel like we're not as blessed in those moments. We definitely feel like, we're lacking creatively, talent-wise. We're lacking in, physical appearance, even confidence. We just start lacking in specific things, especially when we're not taking care of ourselves. So I feel like if he were to lighten his load, he might feel, like closer and deeper to these blessings and these talents that he has in his life. But as of right now, he's kind of minus feeling any of these things that are, that he should be appreciating and having gratitude every day. It's just he's got a lot of things going on, so much so that it's carrying and weighing heavy on the shoulders and the back. All right, let's get into confirmation through tarot card reading, okay? Again, hit subscribe while you're waiting. Don't forget. Okay. Let's do one more. I'm excited. This is a really interesting read. This is an interesting person to choose. I was like surprised when we got it. Well, I'm surprised every time we get something. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is the greatest celebrity ever. All right. So this is just confirming feeling a little insecure, feeling like a lacking when it comes to the physical. He's definitely feeling less, dependable or stable because there is some sort of a conflict. And it's having to do with probably not so much money, but I feel like it's probably having to do with, some of the financial aspects of his life. Yes. But I feel like his sense of safety, there's a little insecurity kind of wrapped in and around that. Okay. And this probably has something to do with some of the drama that has been kind of swaying around. It's like he's been learning how to not be that way, but he's a little dramatic when it comes to anything to do with getting into a place of a conversation. So in the past, there was, learning how to find information, how to get knowledgeable, how to like converse, communicate with your other person, however far that goes. His person is she might be older than him, especially when there's like a solitude. So it's like maybe he isolates or maybe she does, but one of them cuts themselves off, and not for like a good solitude. It's more of like, I can't come out of this. And so when they're trying to conversate or have a communication or educate each other on what it is that they need in general, I just feel as if like the clarity or the knowledge of the situation is burnt out because there is no conversation because somebody's hiding. So it's almost like in the past, this challenge was definitely something that was heightened, definitely when he goes into, isolation or introverting. All right, let's get into a present challenge. What currently is putting him in a dramatic space? Okay, let me get one more, because I can't even deal. Oh, I want to say that. I thought his reading was going to be really nice, and it's not. Okay. This is just confirming, again, having some insecurities here. There is a lack of fulfillment when it comes with some emotional relationships, something to do with something that has some roadblocks. So no resolve here. There is no fulfillment. And this has all to do with the love relationship or the relationship just in general. But it is something he is connected into. It is something he has feeling, but lack of feeling almost. He has lack of feeling because there is lack of fulfillment. So he's definitely, he's in a space of kind of feeling like maybe the person that he's dealing with is unfair and he feels like very confused and there's like a cutoff vibe from them. Again, this could resonate the opposite way, but this is very, very vile and there's a lot of words going back and forth to each other. I'm very appalled right now. This could just be a conversation that he ended up having with somebody, and it's probably his wife. I'm not going to lie. It could be, another air sign, definitely, but could be a water sign also. I feel like, there's a lack of faith here in this present challenge, especially that it's making him so dramatic because the conversation or the communication is not clear and he doesn't know what's going on, but there is a lack of fulfillment. And that probably has a lot to do with like not filling up somebody's, love cup or love tank, especially when it comes to any kind of conversation or, getting into, a fair space when it comes to bringing logic to the situation. It's like he needs a bone, throw him a bone. And again, this could be vice versa. It could be the opposite. It could be him, you know, holding off on the bone. Let's find out how he feels about himself, and then we're really going to know. So that's really going to put the puzzle together here, especially if the oracle all the way through. Okay. So, yeah, he's definitely feels about himself. Yeah. Okay. He feels a little hostile. He feels like there's a lot of conflict every so often. He really tries to bring closure to any kind of conversations he has that have to do with, you know, anything dealing with conflict, chaos, craziness. He definitely wants to end this cycle. And but he's not, he feels like he has no discipline. He feels like there's a lack of control or some sense of no security, especially when he has no control over the situation. It's like, that's how he's feeling right now. He's feeling like he can't get to any closure at the moment. And he's feeling like he's not in control. He's not in control, and he's definitely very passive right now. He's feeling it. What the hell is going on? Okay, there is something else going on here too. There is some sort of a habit overall with the devil. We just kind of tie ourselves to things that we know that we can release ourselves from, but it's kind of up to us to free ourselves when we're prepared and, you know, we're ready and we're in the right, you know, headspace, or, you know, we've dropped down to, you know, zero level, or we've hit rock bottom. However this resonates for people, we all are aware of how hard it is to let go of a habit that is not good for us, but we have trained ourselves to be with it and hold hands with it and cuff ourselves to it. We chain ourselves to these terrible obsessions we obsessively are like habitually using. This could go from a person to arcade games. You smoke too many cigars, maybe you dance too much, maybe you go bowling, and it's to the point where it comes reckless though. Drugs, alcohol, you name it. That is all a thing. Like, we can become obsessed and create a habit and tie ourselves to anything. And if it becomes damaging, that's when, you know, that's when it's taking its toll on us. So there is something here. And he, again, this is confirming not feeling in control. He's not feeling in control. And there's definitely some sort of a habit. So let's see how the world sees him, because we don't see him. I don't see him in this way. I never really thought that this guy had a habit of anything besides making people laugh. It's odd how different people can be on these, or what we don't want to see as people. Like with our celebrities, we're like, no, they got it. They're healthy. They're happy. They're good to go. Are they? Are they good to go? Because I don't think they are. Okay, so anyway, so how the world sees him. Okay, let's get into this. We see him as wild, maybe feeling, you know, like there's a little bit of an illusion when he's looking at things, maybe, you know, having to get into a place where he's unpredictable, but we definitely feel like he's always pretty accomplished, but it's like there's always something kind of in the way of something. And it's always like there's a good time to explore, but we feel like a little bit of fear here, or lack of fear maybe. Let's find out with the next couple cards here. Yeah, we definitely see him as a trusting individual, somebody who's secure, somebody who's probably physically very stable and delicious to look at, of course, down to earth, tangible in so many ways, obviously. But the ego, we wouldn't really assume it was very large, but it is. He's like a little bit younger in the mind as far as his ego goes and his emotion, okay? And there, you know, we don't see all the burdens that he has. There's some burdens here, and we just definitely don't see that. And it's coming to a close. These burdens are getting closer and closer to a close, but who the hell knows? We don't know that. We never know that. None of us do. We've seen him as, you know, probably spiritual and energetic. And of course, we see him in like a really determined, expansive way. We see him in these great ways. As far as a likely outcome here, okay, so a likely outcome here is that he's going to get to a place where he's really feeling secure and he's much better, but he's going to be having to deal with somebody who's around him who's, and it's that water sign, that water or air sign. This person is going to have no empathy for them, okay? He's exceeding his limits. He's in a place where he could, again, this could resonate in the opposite way. He could be dealing with the person who has a habit and exceeding their limits and really pushing their boundaries and really breaking the idea of people's like no awareness for other people is kind of how I'm vibing this. But by the end of this, in the next couple months here, he's definitely going to be in a way more stable place, way more secure. And I feel like physically he's going to be like in a different sense. He's going to find lots and lots of balance, and he's going to be in a way fucking better place. And he's going to feel very secure. And it has nothing to do with money. It's definitely having to do with all of the very rational aspects of his life. But I feel as if like the safety stuff is what's really vital here for him. Okay. You're not safe, especially when you're tied to a really bad habit. So I hope that you enjoyed Paul Rudd's reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. But while you can, please go ahead and click that bell so that you can receive all the notifications here at Hangman Tarot. Don't miss a thing. If you would like to request, again, leave a comment or check out the social media and get a hold of me that way. Or you can also, just go ahead and look at those. But also, please share, like, and follow on all of your social media. Go check out the video that does eventually pop up on here. I'm going to get into a few more readings here, getting into these celebrity readings, just kind of going down the list, trying to, check them off. I will be getting your general and love readings also out for our upcoming month of May. May 1st is my birthday, so I always look forward to May. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day, you guys. Bye.